We were just talking to John about the net front of the power play. He hasn't done it too much in his career, but what do you like about his skill set that might translate well into that spot?
He's just got great vision, great hockey sense, so he knows when to shoot and he knows when to pass. So gave me a couple nice looks out there today. So I'm looking forward to what he can bring, and should be exciting.
Austin said he thinks he's going to get a look on your unit, probably starting sometime next week. What do you like about what that might bring, and how that might change the dynamic on your group?
That sounds like a pretty good group to me. So I'm just excited to be on that unit and try to contribute any way I can. And you got Mitchie on one side, Matt's on the other. You got JT. Me cleaning up the mess in the middle. So I think all attributes definitely can work together, and hopefully we can get off to a good start.
How fine a line is it between structure and the ability to read off of each other and the talents that go with either that first or second unit?
It's important. I mean, playing on the power play is part of chemistry. It's just like having a line combination. So I think all of us got to play an important role, especially when you look at the entries and getting in the zone. I think that's where a lot of power plays struggle, is just being able to get in the zone and get organized and get set up. So that's one thing we got to focus on, and in order to do that, we all got to be on the same page.
Does the structure change too much with James, with Van Riemsdyk and Bozak leading, or is pretty much the same kind of thought process on the power play this year from based what you've seen so far?
There'll be a little improvising. I mean, I'm sure, but the structure is always the same. We have a pretty solid structure and a great foundation that has brought us a lot of success in the last 2 years. So we gotta make sure we don't stray too far around that. Now, we got some creative guys on the unit, so there's a lot of room for improv, but they're just gonna make plays, and whatever's open is what we'll take.
With how many good shooters you have there, is it possible to have too much skill, or does it become hard?
I don't think so. I don't think that's a thing on the power play. I think obviously you want the skill guys out there. You want the guys that are going to be creative, and that's part of penalty killing. Also, teams are going to try to take away certain things, but that's why it's a man advantage. Somebody's going to always be open, and we have guys that are good enough to find that open guy.
Confidence is a big role in every facet of hockey, but when you have, as you said, a pretty good unit coming together, how much swagger does that help you guys bring to the ice, and do you think there could be an intimidation factor with some of the PKs knowing that they're going to have to be at their best against you?
It's possible. I mean, that's up to them. We're obviously, I think in the early stages of preseason and training camp, we've meshed pretty well as a unit, and obviously Mats has got a squeak in there, and he's just going to bring a whole different dimension. Just we have shooters on the flanks, we have a shooter down low, we have a shooter in the middle, so realistically anything can happen, and I think it's going to be pretty dynamic.